Okay, so the first thing we need to do to make our face is build a base to sculpt upon so that we have something nice and sturdy. And I like to use a 1/2 inch metal flange, and you can get these in the plumbing section at Home Depot, and a nice heavy piece of wood. I get this at my cake decorating store. This is just MDF, and I'm not putting any cake on this. This is just my base that I'm using to build on. And then I've got some little 5/8 screws here, I believe. I'm going to attach the flange to the board. And then to attach our pipe to the flange, you need something called a male adapter. This has a part that screws into the flange, just like that. Not like that, just like that. And then our 1/2 inch PVC pipe, our PVC cutters, and some, I think these are called 45-degree elbows, also in the PVC section at Home Depot. Make sure you wash all of these things before you use it on anything that's going to be eaten. They are food safe, they're used for drinking water and things like that, but they usually have kind of like a greasy coating on the outside, so you want to wash that off. So this part doesn't matter about how tall it is, just that it's comfortable to work at. And then we're going to put our elbow on top of here and just cut a really small piece. Very easy to use. And put this here. And this here. Now, the reason that we do this is if you look at an actual head, like I have this picture I have here, the neck is not straight up and down. It kind of goes forward and up. So I like to make my structure moving forward and then going up. So if we were to draw this internal structure, this would be the pipe, and then it goes forward. Here's the 45-degree angle here, and then here's the other one here, and this goes up here. So that creates that look of the natural looking neck shape. Not necessary, but that's what I do. So then the next thing we're going to do is put on our styrofoam. This is a, I don't know, like a 6-inch foam egg that you can get at Michael's or Joann's craft stores in the foam section. And this is going to be the base for our head here. And it's small so that we're not making a gigantic figure. You could use Rice Krispie treats, but for this purpose I'm just going to use this guy here. You don't need a lot. And then the angle of this, we want this part of the egg, the chin, this is going to be the chin, this is the back of the head. So we want this front part here to be angled kind of up, more like this. About like that. So this is fairly straight up and down, if that makes sense. And then it's not going to fall off because we have this little lip right here. So this is not going to move around. And now we're going to start covering this in our 50/50 fondant and modeling chocolate. I like to use modeling chocolate from Sweet-tastic. It's just really firm. You can make your own too, but I like to use Sweet-tastic because it turns out better than anything I could make. So that's what I use. And I just make my LMF fondant and then equal parts 50-50, knead them together until it's nice and smooth, and that's what we're going to use tomorrow. We're going to pretend that, you know, this egg right here is this shape right here. So that can help us kind of understand what parts we need to add to this if this is the shape that we're starting off with. This is the shape of the head here. Then right through the middle is the eyes. And the eyes are deeper set than the surface of the face, so we need to make a spot for those eyes to be. So if this is the center, try not to put your eyes too high up. Your eyes are in the center of the face. So I'm just going to push in the area where the eyes are going to be. So I'm just kneading together my fondant and my modeling chocolate. And I just used a little bit of pink 50-50 that I had left over from another project, and some white modeling chocolate, and some ivory fondant, which I colored using AmeriColor Ivory. You don't need to use oil-based colors or anything crazy like that. Just knead that until it's one nice kind of consistent color, and we're good to go. Cover this whole thing with a little bit of our 50-50 mixture in one big chunk, and then we're going to put this in the refrigerator to firm it up before we start working. Not really paying that close of attention to anything at this point as far as perfection goes. Just gonna get it all on there. And then we can worry about smoothing things out. Just gonna make sure that our eyes are kind of there. And then into the fridge.